Hey, hey.
Hey, Vaughn.
What's up?
Oh,
Glad I got you and Sarah today.
yay.
Yay. And I see you wearing the lovely new shirt. I love it. I think that the long sleeve one, that the exact one you have right now, is my favorite. They're both my favorite shirts, but just because the material she chose.
Yeah.
But I love the long sleeve. It's just so cozy.
Yeah, I love it too. I just got it a couple days ago.
Oh, nice. Lovely. How are you? Huh? Yeah. He's here. Well, we're gonna do our usual wait until 10:05. When you guys are ready, our warm up is gonna be walking backwards. We're gonna do our normal mobility routine and our corrective lower limb exercises. You know all of these, Michelle. They're part of your program. Today is gonna most likely be our last class. You know, I really thank you so much for sticking with me for a year. Monday will be probably be the last jujitsu online class. I still plan on teaching in person. So I do have space to teach you guys here in person. I don't know what the plan for me to teach over at the new Tough Love is. So I would love to get out there at least once a week to teach, but we'll see what Molly's plans are.
That'll be amazing. I will support that and give a shout out to whoever will listen to that plan.
Yeah. Yeah. But for sure, you guys, as I've been saying this entire time, you are for sure welcome here. And I'll send you all the information whenever you're ready.
Okay. And I'm still on board for our fitness work too. So
You guys, today is going to be a cardio session. So I've been nice, partially because I've been injured, y'all been injured, we've been tired. But this is the last class, so let's end it with a bang. It's gonna be a cardio workout. We're gonna start how we've been starting though, mobility session, doing our knees over toes programs to warm up our lower limbs and our feet, a little upper back workout. So you're gonna need your tools that I have here. I have a box. This is gonna be for my foot to step on when we do our split squats. I have another surface. This is for our pullovers. And then I have my slant board over here for our calf raises. And I need to do the setup for our tib raises with the band too. So get that set up, get your items ready. And then when you get everything ready, just start walking backwards.
Who's that, Nico? That's Coach Vaughn. Mister.
Welcome.
Yeah. Cha. Woo.
Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Yeah. All right. So for those of you who, I'm going to talk to the tall camera right now. So for those of you who just joined, items that you'll need for our workout today. I have an elevated surface for our split squat. You don't need it if you don't have it. You will need an elevated surface for our pullovers and a weight. I'm using a 10-pound weight. If you have a band like this, elastic band, then we're gonna have a setup for your tib raises. And then over here is our setup for a slant board for our calf raises and our step up. So I'm gonna set everything up. Once you guys have everything set up, we're gonna start with walking backwards and then get into our mobility. And as I said in the post, and I mentioned before you guys showed up, today is a cardio workout. I'm not gonna talk about the cardio workout before we get there. Right now, we're just gonna do our corrective exercises, but it is gonna be cardio today. So when everybody is ready, just come back to the middle of the camera and give me a thumbs up. Oh, sorry, you're walking backwards. So I'm just gonna assume if you're walking backwards, you're ready to go. And then we're gonna do that for try to do not just on your heels, Jennifer, but toe heel from the balls of your feet. So, woo. I'm gonna point this camera this way for now. So you guys can see me. Just warming up our feet, warming up our ankles. Yeah, this way. I think I'll be able to see the time better. Time is, okay, 4 minutes. What's up, Fernando? No. Okay, let's look in for a little bit and then just kind of hop to warm up your tib and your calves. Just kind of hop. And then rest and go back to walking backwards. Make sure your feet are nice and springy. All right, let's come to our elevated surface. Let me move this camera this way. There we go. So let's start off with stretching our hamstrings. I'm putting my hands on the elevated surface, and then I'm just walking my feet back and forth. You might feel it more in your calves if you're tighter there. But try to, if you're feeling it more in your calves, step one foot forward, step the other leg back, and push your hips back, and you should feel it more in your hamstrings. And then switch feet. Switch. This time you're going to step out slightly and push into the inner thigh part of your hip. So you're getting a little bit more groin. You're going to relax into it. Turn your foot forward. Switch legs. And pushing into my groin. Step forward. Now we're just going to step straight back this time. Forward, back. Forward, going inner groin. Forward, switch legs into the groin. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to move into our shins, the front of the shins. So I just start with that stretch by sitting on my feet. The best stretch for that. Stretching my ankles and my shins. And the more you relax into it, the more you'll go from leaning forward to actually being able to sit a little bit more upright. And eventually even walking your hands back. Leaning back a bit. You can pop your hips forward to get into the quads. Lean forward. Let's get into our hips. Let's open up your legs into the frog stretch. Turn towards you guys a little bit. And then a frog. And we're just going to stay with our hips stacked on top of it, each other first. Toes pointing out. And shift your hips forward. You can shift your hips left and right. Good, take one leg, pull it forward into the half pigeon. Push your legs out into a straddle. Half pigeon on the other side. Back to straddle. Full pigeon, first side. Straddle. Full pigeon, other side. Pull your knees back. Lean forward into the child's pose. Kind of shift your back. Shift your hips forward and try to get your chest. So your butt is gonna be like those dogs, how dogs stretch. So your butt's in the air, but you're pulling your chest down, trying to get your armpits to touch the ground. And reach up high, as high as you can. Shift to one arm, cross one arm over. Get deeper into one lap. Switch sides. All right, so we're gonna work on a pullovers. One thing that I was telling Sarah last week is I tend to start with the pullovers working high-low. So the higher this is on my shoulders, the more stretch I get in my shoulders, and even my chest is super tight, so I'll even get a stretch here. And then as I move the elevated surface lower on my back, then I start to warm up my core and my back. But when you're lower and you're feeling it more in your lower back and your core, don't let your hands go back further than your core can control, because you don't want to pinch or hyperextend your back. So only go back as far as your core can control in this position. When you're higher up on your back, you really want to try and get as full of a stretch in your upper thoracic spine as possible. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 sets of 10 with these. Actually, let's do our normal 4 sets of 10 with your weight. So in case you forgot what the pullover is, we're on our elevated surface, and then we're just allowing the weight to stretch our arms back and then pulling up. And this, you kind of want to let your hips sag. So we're going to do 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next set. I got it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break. All right. It's set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Break. All right, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Okay. So our next thing is going to be our corrective exercise. So we're going to do a giant set for our feet with the tibialis raise. So the tibialis raise, either you'll have a band set up close to the ground like this. Okay. And then you'll sit down, attach the band to your feet, and you're basically pulling the band in like so. That's if you have equipment. If you don't have equipment, then you will be on the wall. Lean up against the wall. And then you're doing the same thing by lifting and extending your knees to flex these muscles on your shin. After that, you're gonna go to your calf raise. So we're doing 2 sets of 25 straight in a row. So calf raise, up and down here. Then we have our split squat. So split squat will be heel, foot on an elevated surface. If you don't have an elevated surface, You want to try and cover your entire calf with your hamstring as much as you can with keeping a straight upper body. If your heel comes off, that's fine. Really try to focus on getting that back leg straight and then push yourself back. All right, so we're doing 2 sets of 12 there. And then the last exercise, this is a giant set, so we're doing 4 exercises in one. So our last exercise is either the Patrick or the Pullover step. So the Pullover step, you have a slant board or you have your heel elevated and you're stepping down and just tapping your heel to the ground. If you don't have equipment, you keep your foot flat on the ground and then you're extending your knee out and tapping like that. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Let's go. Awesome. All right. So since everything is over here, I'm going to have this here. Okay. Push this over. There we go. So that's there. And then you guys can see me. So 2 sets of 25 calf raise, 20 and tib raise. 2 sets of 12 for the step up and the split squat. All right. Starting with the tib raise. Eat. All right, here we go. 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 18, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Now, the reason why I have you guys do this and hear you for my speech every class is so that as athletes, we maintain the health of our knees and our ankles and also increase performance. So your tibialis, that muscle in the front of your shin, is responsible for helping you control deceleration, right? So as you are either running and then you're trying to decelerate, or and especially when you're jumping and you're trying to land with control, that is your tibialis muscle, right? And then our calf raises, obviously, we're going to get a lot of power from our jumps and our sprinting from our posterior chain, but especially the calf raise, the calf muscle, sometimes that muscle is overlooked. On top of that, our calves, as you notice, as you're trying to elevate up onto your toes, I don't even know what number I'm on. I'm gonna say that's 10. You can feel your ankles really work, right? So if you were like me and you constantly have rolling your ankles and having ankle injuries, doing these exercises is really gonna help you. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so now we're moving on to the split squat. Okay, we know the split squat is really great because it's a squat and we know it's going to strengthen our legs, but getting your entire calf muscle over your entire hamstring muscles over your calf is really going to help compress your knee joint. So when we work on full compression of that knee joint, we're strengthening the ligaments in our knee. And this motion is very similar to what we do in wrestling, all right? So the more we practice this motion, the stronger we're making our ligaments and helping increase our ability to balance. And preventing and increasing stabilization around our knee joints, stabilization and strength around our knee joints. Okay. So even though we're not doing these exercise, you guys aren't going to be training with me anymore on Saturday mornings. I do highly recommend that you keep these in your repertoire. The number is 25, and you can break that up. 25 for your split squats and your step up, and then 50 for your tibialis raise and your calf raise. And then you guys can split that up however makes sense for you. You do 2 by 25 or 5 by 5, 5 by 10. Okay, back to our tib raise. I'm gonna be quiet now because I totally lost count of what I was doing. Okay, last set of these. All right, split squat 12. I realized I didn't do this one, but you guys might be one behind me. So. Right. Take a little break and then back to it. All right, if you're done, grab a water, clear out your space. Please do grab a water because we're getting into the cardio portion. You're gonna need it. All right, I'm gonna take my nap. It's getting serious over here. So the name of the game is called Death by 10. Now, usually in Death by 10 meters, you actually measure out 10 meters and then you run it. Either run, walk, and jog it. Run, walk, or jog it. But because we're all at home, I modified it for the home version. So guess what? Our 10 meters is gonna be burpees. Yay, we all love burpees so much. And instead of 1 minute, we're shortening it down to 40 seconds. So I know you have your shoulder issues. So instead of burpees, you can do knees on the bag. Or if do you have like a bag where you can do roundhouse kick? Those would be better. That's all you got? Yeah. Can you roundhouse kick that? How would you set it up? Probably better to just do knees. I don't want you to like kick the wall and hurt your foot or something. So you'll do knees. Hopefully everybody else can do burpees. You don't have to do full burpees. You can do just like a sprawl back and jump up. So the way it works is the first round each round we have 40 seconds. So we're gonna do the work every 40 seconds on the 40-second mark. And I'll have this vertical camera will go away and it'll turn into the timer. So you'll all be able to see it. First round, we do 1 burpee. Second round, we do 2 burpees. Third round, we do 3 burpees. Fourth round, we do 4 burpees. Fifth round, we 5. Sixth round, 6. And it just goes on and on and on. Technically, there could be no stop to this, and you're like some sort of machine. But the way it ends is if you fail to make your number two times the next time. So say you get all the way up to being able to do 12 burpees in 40 seconds. And then on the 13th round, you couldn't make all 13 in 40 seconds. So you get 1 more try. So on the 14th round, then you try again. If you fail on the 14th round, then you're out. Okay. And so the cool thing about this is when we're working as a team, you want to cheer your teammates on. So if you're out, take your mic off and start cheering us on, like, keep going, keep going. So there was a guy when we did the actual real death by 10 meters when you're running, walking, or jogging. The guy who won, he did 25. So he did 25 sprints back and forth in 1 minute, right? And you have to build your way up. Obviously, a lot of people fell off at 22, but he's still going. He's still going, and we're all just on the sidelines cheering him on. So we're gonna cheer each other on. If somebody's still going, we're gonna pump them up and keep going. And I tested this. So 40 seconds is gonna be about right. Long enough for a good break in the beginning, short enough to make it hard as we progress. So you guys ready for this? Does anybody have any questions before we get started? Does anybody need any modifications? Okay, so I'm assuming I didn't hear anything, so that's a no. Oh wait, I gotta meeting settings. So this is a mental and physical thing, right? It's both mental and physical. It's really good. Oh, this is the wrong one. To do, and I suggest, probably just doing a normal death by 10 where you're running. This is a good one if you're at home and you can't do it. But like it helps with anxiety, it helps with your mental if you're getting ready to compete. It's a good cardio thing for you to do okay, I need to calm down my breathing and fight through the physical discomfort. Try to push yourself. All right, share, here we go. Okay. And then in the first round, if you guys can't hear the timer, just take your mic off and let me know. Hear that. See everyone. There we go.
What are we doing in the first round?
Hold on. Sorry, that person was in the bag. You were asking what?
How many are we doing in the first round?
1.
Wait, and how long is the round?
40 seconds.
We're doing 1 burpee in 40 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it gets worse later. Do I do 2 knees for every one thing?
1 for each side.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 for each side for you. All right, ready? Starting in 12 seconds once the timer gets going. Where is it? Here we go. Death by 10 meters. All right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. This is a way I can pin myself. There we go. That's what I want to do. Two. I think you guys aren't hearing the sound because I put do not disturb on. Hopefully we hear it this time. And this is how it actually goes in the beginning. Around round 10, it starts to get a little bit more real.
3, 2, 1.
3.
3, 2, 1.
4.
Work. Three, 2, 1.
5.
Work. Three, 2, 1.
6.
Work. Three, 2, 1.
7.
Work. Three, 2, 1.
8.
Work. Three, 2, 1.
9.
Work. 3, 2, 1.
10.
Work. 3, 2, 1.
11.
Work. 3, 2, 1.
12.
3, 2, 1.
13.
Work. 3, 2, 1.
14. Hey, Fernando. Are you busy? I just need your help keeping
3,
track of these rounds.
2, 1.
15.
Work.
Just tell me the number I'm on. I'm starting to get loopy.
Let's go, champions. I'm out. Let's go.
I'm out too. Keep going. Right on. Woo! Way to go, way to go.
16 next.
3,
Woo!
2, 1.
16.
You got this, you got this.
Just tell me what round when the timer goes up.
Coach Bond, Coach Cha, woo!
Let's go. Let's go.
Right on, right on. Got this, Coach, 20 seconds. Got it, 15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5.
3, 2, 1. Work.
17.
17. Woo! You got it, pepper it, pepper it. Fire feet, fire feet. 20 seconds. You got this. 12 seconds. 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Work.
I'm out. Is Cha still going?
At 18. Go, Cha, go. No, okay.
She's done. Oh my
No,
God.
my shit's falling apart. I'm like, this is like dummy sliding, and I'm like, I can't.
For you, I think maybe on actual bag or roundhouse kicks on actual
Yeah,
bag.
that would probably
do.
be more.
If you, or just do the regular death by 10. So instead of 40 seconds, it would be 1 minute. And then you measure out the 10 meters.
Yeah.
All right. How you guys feeling
3,
with that?
2, 1. Work.
So that lets me know that I did this right, because on the actual death by 10, my number is 17. I'm trying to 17, 18. I'm trying to break through to 20 with the pros. But you see that was like 12 minutes of work right there. Whew. All right. Yeah. So that's one of the home version. You can still do the home version, the actual death by 10. Just go out to your parking lot or whatever.
3, 2, 1.
And then you guys notice the pace. Like in the beginning, probably a good idea to run, walk, or jog. Or if you're somebody who just needs to get their cardio going fast, sprint it, but you're only doing that 1 lap. So everything else is the same. It's just you're running, you're doing laps instead. I want to thank you guys for like holding down hard with me for the past year on the internet world. I really love and appreciate you all. I know I'll see you guys again on Monday. I think that might be my last online class. And then as I was telling Michelle and Sarah, Cha, Jennifer, hopefully, depending on how it works out, I can continue in-person teaching at Tough Love, or like I always say, you guys are welcome to come train with me here. And then here it will be like, you know, there's no real set class schedule, except for I am trying to get one women's class going. So it'd be more like a private. We just figure out what day and time works for all of us. Yeah.
We will be reaching out to you soon if she hasn't already. She's just busy with the AAPI workshop this weekend.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, I wish you all the best weekend.
Thank you, Vaughn. I definitely think
You're welcome.
I know more about a handful of positions now, even though I like haven't been in a gym in a year. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'll see you guys on Monday. So we still have Monday for jujitsu, and that'll be our official closing out online class. Again, Cha, I have to also say I appreciate you for taking over my classes when I was been sick or on vacation. So thank you so much. It's being like my right hand over there in the internet space. I love you guys.
I mean, I don't think I taught any of those classes as good as you, but you know, we were here and we did something.
Awesome. Well, that's all that matters. All right, you guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
You're all set.
Bye.